Hey everybody, calling all cherubs. It's happy hour and it's Angel from Halo Inspirations. We give you inspirations to help you spread beauty and joy through your quilting journey. Happy hump day. Whoop whoop. Yes, happy hump day to each and every one of you. Glad to see you here. I've got some fantabulous things to share with you. I always love chit chat. It's always fun. But I'm just waiting for the screen of mine to change because that kind of tells me how much of a delay we have. I'm watching y'all's things. There we go. Ooh, that was long. Probably about 20 seconds, wouldn't you say? So if you put something in there, oh, I thought maybe I turned my sound off, but I did not. I apologize for that. I will say if anytime you have any questions, one thing I've been wanting to do, and I haven't done it, it's helpful if before you ask, you put in all caps ASK, because that you don't have to put the question in all caps, just the word ask, because then it flags me that it is actually a question. But of course, with Sherry on board watching out for us, she's also going to let me know if there is something that I need to address. So thank you, Miss Sherry. All right, so today is Cherub Chit Chat. So what do we do today? And I got to say hello there, Miss Sharina's. Glad to see you. And of course, hello, Miss Sherry. Sherry with a C. That's important. We have three Sherrys consistently, off and on, come through. So that's how we tell them apart. If you're here, let us know that you're here. And I'd like to say hello. And it'd be fun, as a reminder, when you come on board, let us know where you're from. I always like to see where you're from in the world. And I know the rest of us do too, because it's always fun to make new friends in other places. So at any rate, what are we doing today? So today is Cherub Chit Chat. And this is the day that we like to share you all's beauty and joys that you have created, your creations, to help spread and inspire others. Help spread inspiration and inspire others. Because I'm telling you, every time I see these things, it makes me want to make something else. If I didn't have to work so hard, I would make everything y'all do. Because they're beautiful and they're fun. There's fun. And there's a couple of fun things in here today. So we're going to go ahead and get started with all of that. Hello there, Mom. Glad to see you. And I know you're from Pennsylvania. Good old Pennsylvania. And, oh, look, Sharina says she's from Utah. And did you know Lori Holt's from Utah? That's an ongoing joke here. And I will also say Riley Blake's from Utah. And I will also say that Grace is from Utah. So we got a lot of great things. And Sharina's from Utah. So we got a lot of great things coming out of Utah. Good morning from Australia. Beautiful. I'm trying to see what the name is. I'm going to call you B if that's okay. I'm afraid I might screw up the last part. But good to see you and good morning to you all the way from across the pond there on the other side of the earth where the water goes backwards. So I'm told. Never been there. I do want to come though. I am sure it's absolutely gorgeous where you are. But Queensland, awesome. So we're going to get started on this. Thank you, Miss B, for stopping in. Oh, and Miss Sherry says she's from Pennsylvania too. Yep, gotta love us some Pennsylvania. Whoop, whoop. So the first quilt, thank you, Sherry, that I will share with you is from Sherry with an S. So we got to keep that straight. Remember, I tell you, we got floaties of Sherrys. Lots of Sherrys in the world. So Sherry with an S has shared with us, and she's given permission to share it with you. It's her elephant and butterfly quilt. Super awesome. So that she had a hard time finding some elephant fabric, so we're told, part of the story goes, and she was asked to do a quilt with butterflies and elephants. So a friend of hers gave her that beautiful elephant panel, and of course she was able to cut that up and put it in blocks with those beautiful butterflies. On the back, she lets us know there is flannel, so that's super awesome. And of course, the person who asked her to make it requested the flannel, but I absolutely love this. Hello there, Sewing with Lorraine. Glad to see you. I hope you're doing well too. And Miss Judy out of Georgia. Hello, Miss Judy. Glad to see you. It's always nice when the quilty friends come. Love it, love it. And I can tell you, Luane's out of San Francisco, beautiful San Francisco. That is so awesome. Thanks for stopping in, guys. So this quilt is something that she was asked to make, and I absolutely loved what she did with it. But I wanted to add a little more, and I don't know if when somebody asked her to create this quilt, and they wanted elephants and butterflies. So elephants and butterflies actually have a lot of meaning in different cultures around the world. So I just pulled it up because I wanted to remind myself, because I also love butterflies and elephants, and they tend to go together. You know, the smallest and the largest creature kind of thing. So butterflies actually have symbolism that means transformation, hope, freedom, earthly beauty, love, and the human soul. Elephant means loyalty, power, wisdom, and fertility. So how awesome to have, you know, the creatures that you find in the quilt to have an additional meaning. And I don't know what the story is behind why Sherry was asked to make this, but they chose elephants and butterflies are super awesome. You have some elephant fabric, and now you have an idea for it. See, that's what it's all about, Luane, is getting inspiration. You may not do exactly what it is, but it always sparks it. It is a beautiful quilt. Hello there, Sherlock Sews. And I believe, Lori, you're out of Michigan, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. My memory sometimes fails me, but I wanted to share with this because I think it is absolutely awesome what she did with it. And she's actually standing next to it, but I always get nervous about sharing pictures of people because some people don't like that. So I cropped it out. And it's no offense to her. She's a beautiful woman. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have permission to say she could be in the picture, so I just kind of held off on that. But she is sharing it with people in a room. So... oh, good. I'm right. That's a first. Well, glad to see you from Michigan. We got people all over. This is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So now I can't wait to see what Luane does with his elephant fabric. That'll be fun. That will be fun. So my mom says also, a contrast, think of butterflies are delicate and elephants as being very strong. It's a beautiful quilt. Yeah, see? Exactly. I mean, I love watching what people do when they incorporate different types of things like that have a little meaning in our own world and different cultures. I think it's really, really cool. So thank you, Mom, for sharing. That is correct. There is they're very delicate, and the elephant is very strong. So, and they got a great memory. And I wouldn't imagine a butterfly does. But I don't know. Who knows? So the next quilt I want to share with you is our Sharina out of Utah. And nope, that's Sherry again. Bear with me. It's the button thing. Okay, so this quilt, Sharina has told us it's part this is a finished topper. Whoop, whoop. Got to go the other way. Okay, finished topper.
You're awesome.
This is, thank you, you're awesome too. I'm not sure who that, oh, that would be Miss Lori, Miss Sherlock Sews. Appreciate that. So, this, though, Sharina has finished the topper. So now we get to go to the next step of getting it quilted. Can't wait to see what she does with that. But this was actually Pat Salone's block of the day, March quilt along, if I'm saying that correctly. And what's really cool, if you look at that fabric, you know, on YouTube, you can go, you know, make it bigger, zoom in. And I will say, if you try to do that, you got to turn your phone so it's like the whole screen is filled up and not having the words and the comments underneath. And if you have auto turn, if you pinch it and spread or go the other way, I'm not sure which, I think it's a spread, it'll make things bigger and you can actually zoom in on things. So this fabric, the theme fabric that the quilt is surrounded around, is by Michael Miller, and it is so awesome. And I love the color choices. So you did a fantabulous job, Sharina. Very inspiring. I love the block. I absolutely love the block. I could see using that in a lot of different places. Super cute. Love it. You did a fantabulous job. Absolutely. So, whoops, there it went. Uh-oh. Well, good thing I have I have Sherry on board, because I just did something to make it go a little crazy. But there we go. Let's go over here. Let's check this one. And yeah, there we go. Whoops. So oh, that's the wrong video. How about that? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I don't know. We're going to leave it. I'm going to leave it up to Sherry. Sherry, I love you. No, thank you, Sharina, for sharing it. Okay, so the next person I wanted to share, I've got a few pictures of hers because there's a little bit more that I wanted to point out with this, and you'll understand here in just a second. So it's from Cindy out of Houston, Texas. I don't know that she's with us today, but she did give me permission to do this. It would make a cute baby quilt. Oh my gosh, you are so right, Sherlock Sews. You are so right. It would make a beautiful baby quilt with the design pattern. I mean, the block is just perfect for that. And actually, see, I'm getting inspired. I have to make a memory quilt with some baby fabric or baby clothes. That just might be the perfect way to do it. Thank you for saying that. Would make a... Oh, that would be Luane. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't see that far. So Luane says it would make a great baby quilt. You're absolutely right. And Sherlock Sews loves both quilts. So you are absolutely 100% correct on that, Luane. And you just gave me a fantabulous idea. My mom also says, love the pattern and the fabric she used. Beautifully done. Yes, I totally agree with that. Going to hit refresh just to be on the safe side. Okay, so the next quilt I wanted to share was from Cindy. And this one, there's a couple of things about this. So Cindy did tell us that she loves working with scraps, to include her own and things that people have given her. Okay. So what I want you to notice about this is, a lot of people get a little nervous about doing any improv. It doesn't have to be complicated, but this is such a great example. And everything nothing has to coordinate, right? You don't have to have things from the same fabric line. It does help sometimes, depending on the pattern, to make things easier. But you truly do not have to do it. And look at that fun, awesome quilt made from scraps. And then she also did another littler one, and I love it. I love this. I love it. The colors are great. Now those fabrics, I don't know what they are because she says she was sewing with her scraps, but what if they kind of look like they coordinated? And And I don't, some of them aren't solids. I'll have to rewatch and blow it up, on YouTube. So, but also very, very creative. Very creative. I just love it. Love it. Thank you, Miss Cindy. You should ask your daughter if you can send you her first quilt. Oh, yeah. A picture of it. You got my email. You have to fix it. She learned by herself with a big... Oh, we would love, 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 love to see. We have a couple of people that have made their first quilts that they share with. But it is very coordinated, isn't it, Lori? It's amazing because if it was just scraps, she did a wonderful job. And, it helps. I don't know if there's solids in there, but it would help if it was because then it really doesn't, it'll always look like it comes from the same line. But I do see that purple. It looks like from here that it's got a little print on it. But I can't see the other ones. There's no way in this camera. No, not going to happen. So, you love scrapping quilts. So much fun. The bright colors in her second quilt make that quilt awesome. I agree. I totally agree. Very, very awesome. Thank you, Miss Cindy. But what I wanted to share, I've got 3 different pictures from her. And a lot of us are, every year we do the Karen Brown, just got it done quilts, organizing, destashing, getting ready for the year kind of thing that lasts for a month, I think. A lot of people want to see, they do the happiness book. I forget now what it's called. I feel very weird when I can't remember, but that's okay. So a lot of people are always intrigued. Oh, people love the Lori Holt, how she organizes her stash and what she does with it and how it works in her head. So she's even had it in her last pattern book. So, or Scrappiness is Happiness book. It's her organizing method is in there. And then of course, every time you watch her, she shares with you. So, a lot of people are intrigued. Tula Pinks. Oh my word. She's up my alley as far as the organizing goes. Have y'all seen how she organizes? It is thebomb.com. It's my kind of thing. So everybody wants to see how people are organizing and what they do. So Cindy actually shared some pictures. Yeah, because we all want to see how people are doing it. I know Sharina's got a good method too. But so this one, okay, I did them backwards, which I'm sorry, because this was supposed to be I clicked the wrong one. But this one is interesting. Now, I don't know if people gave her this or they're just leftover because, it's your scrap. But notice she's got some half square triangles and such in there. It's just I don't know how the rest of it is done, but was fascinating to me because I do the same thing. So I have leftover triangles from like stitch and flips and things, and I keep them together, and I'll cut them down because they're tiny for me usually. But I just sew them, and so they don't even have to be like, the fabrics don't have to be centered correctly because I'll just trim them down to usually a 1-inch square. So I find it interesting because she's also sharing saving blocks that you can utilize inside of another quilt. And look, then your half square triangles are already done. What? Yeah. So, and if you're doing any improv, it's a great way to put a block in there that is already finished, right? And a great way to get full usage of your fabric. So that was the last one. Let's go to the first one. The first ones are just like your normal plain Jane kind of storage, but I love how she stores. I'm guessing these are 2.5-inch squares. It's a guess. There's no ruler, but I like how she's organized them in certain colors. And I could see doing something like this. And then so the bottom row there has like beiges, right? And so different flavors of or tones of beiges and light browns, but I could see pick and color, and then you just pick another one up, and then you could just sew them together. Easy patchwork, and there's a whole lot of, you don't have to think a whole bunch, which just makes it completely therapeutic. Hello, Miss Sherry, like the wine. Scrappiness is Happiness is the name of the book. Yeah. So I'm making sure I'm caught up here on the comments. So very good method. I love this method. See, mine are actually, I do. I have them I have a box of 2.5-inch squares, but unfortunately I haven't color coded them. So eventually when I get through going through more of my stash to cut them down and store them, I need to start organizing them in color coding because it helps to be able to just pick and go. I love this. I love it. So Carolyn over on YouTube Land says, you have been building your Hunter Star quilt. Oh, yeah. And I'm having a ball with it. You do wish that you had made a printed pattern of it, though. I still giggle when I run across... I can't see that word. The blingies? What is that? You got to tell me what that is, Carolyn. Well, I'm glad you're having a ball of it. That's a good thing. And I will tell you, enough people have asked. Let me close this because we got one more picture from Cindy. A lot of people have asked for those patterns that I have done things for free on YouTube. So we are working on writing them. So your wish is being granted. I just don't know where the Hunter Star is in the queue. So it's coming, and there will be a written pattern. And I will tell you, I was inspired recently from a YouTube subscriber, or YouTube Cherub. That's a better word. They were looking for a foundation paper piecing Hunter Star pattern. And I even had a lot of trouble finding one. I'm sure they're out there, but it's not like you can just click Hunter Star FPP and a billion come up. Okay. You gotta look. So I've been inspired to also not just write the pattern that is the way it's done in the video, but also the Hunter Star as a foundation paper piecing pattern, because that would be awesome. I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but so that's coming, just so you know. So thanks for stopping in, Carolyn. I'm glad you're having fun. You really have to organize your fabric, Lori. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, yeah. I've only got a little bit organized, not very much. So the last one, so we had those 2.5-inch square bucket. So the last one here, it has, I still think those might be bigger than 2.5. They could be 3, but then also you can see around it, behind it, and then on the left of it, she has the larger squares. And I just think that's awesome. And then they're really kind of mixy-matchy. I mean, I think like that back one looks like a whole array of color. So there's another idea. If you just wanted to put together a patchwork quilt, it don't matter if you got lights with darks, and you just are sewing. You just can sew them. Just grab one or two and sew them together. And I just love this idea. And that's kind of what mine look like, but it would be easier in some ways to have certain blocks color coded. Just saying. But I love the idea. If you're going to sit and sew like a patchwork quilt, it can be all kinds of color everywhere. Don't have to do nothing. We see a lot of those, especially when we go back a little bit. You'll see some, and people are still doing them. Just sit and sew those blocks together, period. And have fun doing it. It makes it so therapeutic when you don't have to think. You can just sit and sew, which is one of the reasons I like crumb piecing, because you're just sewing. There's no rhyme or reason. You're just going. And I love that. Sharina says you can post some pics. I would love that so we can share them on the next Cherub Chit Chat. Thank you, Sharina. So, because I know you have a good method too. Judy over in YouTube land says you did a 100-star quilt from your YouTube channel. That's how I found you. Oh, look at you, Miss Judy. Very good. Well, I'm glad it was helpful. And Sherry loves patchwork quilts. See, I mean, they're timeless, and they're gorgeous, and they're fun. And I mean, for a quilter, you just sit and sew. Oh, there it is. Just go, 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 and sit and sew. I mean, that's the beauty behind them. Oh, Miss Judy, if you ever get a chance, you should share it. Like, send it in an email. I'd love to see what you did. I love looking at how people do quilts, because everybody's got, sometimes it's sometimes we make a boo-boo, but they're not boo-boos, they're design elements, okay? So it's amazing because a lot of times you get like this whole new thing that comes out of it, and you're like, oh, wow, that's really cool. And then I love to look at how people do color choices, because each one of us, we're unique when it comes to quilts. It says something about you, and your quilt is just as unique as you are. So I would love it if you could share that, Miss Judy. That'd be fun. So the last cherub on our list is Miss Sherry with a C. And when we were on our happy hour inside Creative Kingdom, our Facebook group, she was working on this. Now, she got them done that day, okay? Her and Sharina are like speedsters here. Their foot is heavy, and somehow they still do beautiful work. Because if I sewed that fast, it would be a hot mess. It would be a wreck. But theirs always comes out pretty. So she got it done in a day. It's crazy. So what she did was she made 4 pellets, by the way. And these ones are going to her daughter. And that is the courthouse steps in 20-inch blocks. Aren't they pretty? Aren't they pretty? And how fun. How absolutely fun. I'm hoping I don't lose the internet. The wind's like starting to pick up. Okay, so then I wanted to share, because she flipped it over. So she did the envelope method, which I happen to absolutely love. And when I do pillows, that's how I do them. Love it. Love it. I just had a thought. Something, and you're inspiring with this. Something that I've always wanted to try that I've never done, but it can't be. Well, I'm about to say what you shouldn't. I'm not going to say it because then I'll get in trouble. So that pillow, that courthouse step design, and I would see a star being very good. Oh, to be real with you, any quilt block pillow I think would be amazing. But I want to try and put rickrack in the seam so it pokes out on the edge. I don't know. I think I want to try it. That's what I think of when I see things like that, and I've never done it. So I don't really know what it would look like. Oh, just say it. You love it? You're a slow sewer. Me too. Oh, good. Thank you, Miss Judy. I'll have to check out in Halo Kingdom there. That would be... I can't wait to see it. Oh, it would be beautiful. The rickrack Sherry. Yeah. I'm thinking I want to try it. I don't know. It's got to be jumbo though. I mean, if it's a small pillow, it would need to be, you can have it as small or medium, but I don't know. See, I've never done that, but in my head I would think a big pillow needs the jumbo size, but I could be wrong. Maybe a little one would be cute. But what I was going to say, Sherlock, what I hate, you should never say this because then you get into trouble. So what I was going to say was, to put the rickrack in the seam doesn't appear to be that hard. As soon as you say something like that, that's usually when the nightmare begins. So I kind of jinxed myself. Being a nurse, I'm a little superstitious. Like, you're not supposed to say the Q word. If you're wondering what the Q word is, it's quiet. You never say it's quiet. Nothing's quiet, because then it becomes very chaotic and messy. So you never use the Q word. And as far as quilting goes, you should never say, well, that doesn't appear to be that hard. So, oh, I will try it when I go to do my next pillow. You only push your pedal down halfway. Oh, baloney. I can't believe that. You are so fast. You don't trim most blocks. HSTs and flying geese are the only ones that you trim, and you keep your quilts under 60 inches. Nothing is ever quiet. Yeah, so you don't say it, because then it gets worse. You know, when I worked in a hospital, that's like the biggest no. If you're ever in the hospital, if you say it loudly, a nurse, you will see them all turn their heads at you, because that is not a nice word in the hospital. So, but that's your tricks, huh? Oh, that's Sharina. I don't believe you don't put your pedal to down, but you only put it halfway. I'm surprised, because you are so fast. I don't like doing bigger quilts. I'm doing one right now, and you know, the worst part about a big quilt is the binding, because it's a big quilt. That's a lot. But I don't mind making toppers big, but I don't like I don't like binding them. It takes forever. I don't know if y'all do. So, what is going on over here? Okay. Weird. It's got a, I have a, what's going on over there, and what is going on? Oh, it paused. I'm like, there's two different screens of me, and this is not right. Okay, so that is our cherub chit chat. So we had Sherry with an S with her butterflies and elephants, which inspired Lowain and myself to do something. Oh no, Lowain is going to do, he has a panel he has elephant fabric. Now he has an idea. Can't wait to see that, Lowain. And then, okay, so we had Sherry. We had Sharina, who inspires me to use that block possibly for a baby quilt, a baby memory quilt. I think that'd be fun. And Cindy with her awesome using up the scraps. Gotta love it. And Miss Sherry with a C and her awesome pillows. But, well, hey there, babe. Glad to see you. Thanks for stopping in. And then, you're a pedal to the metal sewer, Lowain? I had no idea. But you have the speed control. See, that's me too. I have speed control, and I put my foot to the metal with it. I'm with you. You worry with big quilts. Does it fit in the washer?
You're awesome.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Oh, it's Melissa. Hello, Melissa. Glad to see you. You're awesome too, girly. If it fits in the washer, you know. Good point. Good point. I'm going to be testing a big quilt. Michael quilted it with wool, so you can't even dry it the same. But that's a very good point. And Sharina says, you have a 6.25 throat, so I have to keep the quilt small. And that's what I have too. My throat space on my Singer is that size. And the largest quilt I've done on it is a twin. And it can be done. It's just, it's a lot of physical stuff. So you can get sore quite quickly if you don't take a lot of breaks. Because getting that big quilt in that little tiny space is not easy. So I totally get it. 100%. Oh, Luane washes his quilts in the tub and then air dry. Beautiful. Quilt as you go is super great with the throat spaces. You're not wrong, Sherry. Sherry's like the guru at quilt as you go. She's made some beautiful quilt as you go quilts. It is. That's something you could try, Sharina. That you should put that on your bucket list. Giving a quilt as you go a whirl. That's a very good idea. See if, I don't know, have you done one yet, Sharina? It is a very good idea to keep it within means because it's already quilted. You just got to sew them together. And you can do, the blocks can be a block. It can be a strip. You can have the whole strip together and quilt as you go the strip and then put different strips together. I mean, you can break it up however you think it works in your head, or the seams that you want to fold under. But that's a fantabulous idea, Sherry. Your hubby bought you, oops, I'm so sorry. Your hubby, Lori says, hubby bought me a quilt frame. Yeah, you're going to have to try it. You're going to have to try it. You haven't. Okay, Sharina, well, there you go. Time to get on that, girly girl. Just saying. But, okay, next segment. So thank you all for sharing. Look forward to seeing next month's shares, and I'll have one in there myself. I might have two things to share with you. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk real quickly on a couple of new things. I try not to go too heavy on that during Cherub Chit Chat and try to keep it simple, right? So the first one is, the first thing I'm going to share is this line behind me. And I have some bolts down here. I don't know that I'll go through them all because that's crazy. The line, I don't know how many are in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are 18 bolts to this line. Now this line is called, are you ready? Black and Boo. Sorry, I had a thought. Black and Boo by Canvas Studio for Benartex. Okay. So a lot of us love some canvas. So that's what theirs is. Black and Boo. I want to say with a little green and orange and purple too. That's what made me laugh. Anyway, inside the line, the different fabrics, there's ghosts, there's the Boo with the words, which I will definitely show you in black. I'll show you that one. It's cute. There's two different sizes of webs. There's a smaller web that's kind of, tossed. And then there's one that kind of interconnects. They have some moons and stars, some cats, which, by the way, black fabric does not come with cats on it, which makes sense because the cats are black, right? And then skeletons. And did I say ghosts? I did. Okay, and then skeletons. Now, the cool thing, you love the quilt behind me. Oh, Luane, that's my Back to the Basics on my YouTube channel. We're making that together. Well, that is a sewing machine mat. You could always make it bigger, but it's going to be a sewing machine mat. So we've cut it. We've done it all. We've pieced it. We've done all that. This month is basting and quilting it. So that's what that is. Back to the Basics sewing machine mat. That's it right there. So thank you. It's fun. It's actually very fun. So the cool thing about this fabric, are y'all ready? It glows in the dark. So all the white that you see, it's glow in the dark stuff. And when the line came in, it was really funny because Michael wanted to see it glow. So he went to the bathroom, shut the door, and it's deadlock dark, right? He didn't see nothing. I said, it's been in a box for how long getting here? I said, you got to take it outside and heat activate it. I guess, I got to thinking we didn't have a lot of glow in the dark stuff with my kids. It was like everywhere in the 70s and 80s, but even the 90s, we had a lot of glow in the dark stuff, but I don't remember a lot. I mean, they were born in the 90s, but I don't know. But it was like amazing to me that I had to tell him, go outside and let the sun hit it for a minute, activate it, and then go. And then he went in there and he came, oh, it's so cool. So it is a glow in the dark fabric. And I will tell you, back in the day when we had glow in the dark stuff, if y'all remember, it felt, you could always feel it, right? You could feel that it always felt different, I think. And it was always kind of raised. Things were raised off of the material that it was on. Even stickers, you could just feel it, that it was glow in the dark. But I will tell you, they have upped their game here in 2024 because it feels like fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and switch cameras just for a few of these so you can see them. Everything updates, and then I don't know. Oh. Oh, I don't know how to do it. It's just funny because I actually was in here making sure the camera was good, and then I closed it down and reopened, and found it. Okay. Minutes, guys, minutes, and there was an update. So okay. So this is going to be black because black is easier to share with you. But I do have an orange one with the cat so you can see the shape and what they kind of look like. So this is Boo. Boo with an exclamation point. So I think all your Boos glow in the dark. I haven't actually gone out there, but and it got oh my gosh, it's got little eyeballs. I just saw that. Would that not be so cool if that was glow in the dark? I mean, it is, but I want to see it now. How super cute is that? So this is Boo, and Boo comes also in orange and green. Okay, so that's one. All right, going to the next. The kitty cats. I want to share the kitty cats. You're making some bags with glow-in-the-dark fabric, Sharina? Oh! Yeah, it felt rough back then, Lori says. It did. Oh, and Luane says, you remember glow-in-the-dark toys. Yeah, right? Oh, I'm in the way. Here, let me get out of the way. They came in the cereal box as a kid in the 70s and 80s, right? And you could always tell they were glow-in-the-dark. They were kind of different. But you could tell. But where there's white is what will glow. Oh, there's bats on here too. See, it's so fun when you get up close and personal to fabric instead of just putting it in a system and hanging it on the wall or on the bolt rack. But little, I don't know, guess they're kind of stars. There's like, what are they? 8.2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they're 8. Cute little kitties. Now kitties come in purple and orange. Yes, purple and orange is what the kitty cats come in. So there's your kitty cats, your black cats. The ghosts are really cute. I love the ghosts. And it's so funny because Sherry, was it you? I'm going to up the light just a second, guys. Was it you that was looking? Is that too much? That was looking for ghosts one year, and it was like Oh, that's not good. It was really hard to find. Ooh, that was a slow focus. And now here we have it where it's ghost, 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 ghost. Super cute. So all the ghosts glow in the dark. Now, the two different webs, here's one of them. I'll pull out the other one in a little bit. But see how it's just like an all over. Oh, and there's little spiders. Look at little spiders. Them are so cute. I guess maybe they're not. Maybe they're extra webbing. I think they're extra webbing. Yeah, that's what it's got to be. I don't see any spiders. Spiders would have been cute, but I don't see any. But I keep looking. I don't know. Maybe that's one. That could be one. But how cute is that? Yeah, you couldn't find it. Now here we are. How many years ago was that? So there's your black with a larger web. I'll get to the smaller one in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and go through these. So this is your skeleton. Oh, and the large web comes in orange and purple also. Then we've got the skeletons. Are they not super cute? They're like dancing and stuff. Look, they even got jazz hands. Woo, got to show your jazz hands. Oh, how fun is that? He's so fun. Super cute. Love it. Love it. So there are your skeletons. The moons and the stars. This is actually kind of pretty. And it comes in purple and green. And of course black. Yeah. Purple and green. So super cute. This would be fun to glow in the dark. Whoa, that's really bright. But that would be a lot of fun to glow in the dark. I think. Super cute. Love it. Super cute. Love it. So last but not least is those little see, they're smaller. They're not like spread out like that other one. And so weird at the color. This actually looks white. For me in the screen, I don't know what it looks like. It looks green, but it ain't. It's white. But there's our spiders. There they are. We were looking for them. We now have spiders. But this is super awesome too. I think this would be really good glowing in the dark. I want to make something with this so bad just so I can turn the lights out. I mean, can you imagine having a quilt or making a quilt for someone who's really into Halloween, and when they go to bed at night, if they're sleeping with their quilt and they turn the lights off, the whole thing glows in the dark with all the little different things that are all over the place? That would be so cool. I am not even going to lie. I have somebody who loves Halloween, and they would just love a quilt that glue in the dark. I mean, how cool is that? Oh yeah, there we go. Luane says we need some flies in the webs. Give them a little food, a little something, something. So that is Black and Boo by Canvas Studio. And just 3 more things I'd like to share for a little bit of fun and inspiration. So we have been carrying various little animals from the whole country caboodle. Okay. Now, what I like about these, so you see all the fabric colors on the zebra. This is the baby zebra. So cute. That's what you have in the kit. So everything is pre-cut and pre-fused on heat and bond light. And then there's a little map inside or a pattern so that you can figure out how to lay it out. And I probably will do a video on this because this is so fun and easy. And there's a way to do it so that the whole thing transfers. So you don't have to do it in pieces on the background. You can actually build the thing as a whole and then move it to the background. Okay. I don't know what their directions. Well, I think they do talk about stuff like that, come to think of it. But I want to tell you, this is only the baby zebra, so don't be fooled. The background fabric, this blue and brown, there's none of that to put them on. It's just the zebra, okay? But it's pre-cut and pre-fused on the fabric. So you know what fabric it's going to be because you can see the picture. Super cute, is it not? So that's the baby zebra. We got that one in. And we have other animals. We also, oh, you know what? We didn't get the baby zebra. We got a baby koala. I think the zebra's been here. My bad. But it's always nice to see zebras. They're so cute. But we did get the monkey. And the monkey, who doesn't love a good monkey? Isn't that just the super cutest thing? Now, again, the way this is, the colorway is the fabric. So everything is pre-cut and pre-fused. So you don't have to do any of that. You just have to put it together and put it on background fabric. Okay? Love this idea. And we're starting to have a zoo, just so you know. I think we have an elephant. We obviously have a koala and a monkey. There's some other ones, but I can't remember what we have off the top of my head. Next time I'll have to bring them all when I talk about them again. But this is another one that has a pre-cut, and this is actually fun. So this thing actually finishes at 8 by 4.5. Now again, the background fabric is not part of it. It's just the sewing machine. So you could put it on any background. Well, you can. You would have to because it's not in here. But it is the sewing machine. So all of the parts are pre-cut and pre-fused. And the colors that you see as part of the sewing machine and the spool of thread and I think the needle's in there. I hope that's not embroidered. Oh, it's not. There's a needle in there. It's like, oh no. Yeah, see, there's that piece too. So it's already done. Oh, you can't see that because of the glare. It's already done. You just have to put it together, like layer it on top of each other, put what needs to go where. And the map's in there. I think I'll do a video. It's been a while. They use the same method with the buckets, which, by the way, I think they might be going away. So if you've ever wanted to make a bucket, like I can't get April anymore. I haven't been able to find it. So I'm going to contact the whole country caboodle and see for sure. But I wasn't able to get any more Aprils, and it was cute. But if you watched me make the bucket, it's the same kind of premise. But it's not a bucket. It's a cute little applique. Oh, yeah. Quilt it with glow-in-the-dark thread. Oh, girl. You are not lying. That would be fun, right? All right. So, hey there, Julie. Glad to see you. Love all of these. Here, let me switch back, guys. Y'all are talking to a bunch of plastic. Love. So fun that they glow in the dark, right? That's what I'm saying. I mean, and I was a little nervous because of my way of thinking about glow in the dark stuff. But this feels like fabric, guys. Like, I don't know. I can't feel the glow in the dark. I can't feel it. How about on the webs? No, I can't feel it. So that's the amazing thing, right? I'm excited. And then as Lori says, she said, quilt it with glow in the dark thread. The only thing is, it would be, you got to be careful because you wouldn't want to go through the glow in the dark images because when the lights went out, then you have lines going through all of your, but if you did it right, that could be really cool. Really cool. I can get behind that, Lori. I'm tracking. Love the inspiration. Thank you. So that's what we got for. Oh, hey there, Carrie. Glad to see you. That's my cousin from Pennsylvania. Got another PA person in here. So it's nice to see you, Miss Carrie. Love you, girl. That's so fun. I haven't talked to her in a hot minute. I only have like 8 million thousand cousins. And I mean, for real, not people that we call cousins. We have a very large family. Very large. And they're awesome. It's a good family to be a part of. I'm very blessed. So thank you, Miss Carrie. I usually call her Care Bear. Because care is the first syllable, rhymes with care, rhymes with bear. And I call my husband, he's Air Bear because he's Eric, right? So air is the first syllable, rhymes with bear. Yeah, too much information, I know. So that's what we got for new products today. It is all under What's New. Oh, Miss Sherry, I'm going to put you back to work. Can you drop the What's New page tab link in the comments, pretty please? So that would be really nice. Oh, we had an ask on YouTube. Now I need to go through. See, Sherry's keeping me. I didn't see it earlier. I'm going to go to the other screen. Oh, it was from Sharina. Well, that's helpful. So, which one's YouTube? This is YouTube. Oh, and look, Anne was on here. Hey, Anne, glad to see you. Sharina, if I didn't answer, oh, here it is. If you make a picnic quilt, if you make it a picnic quilt, what is a good size? Okay. Inquiring minds want to know. Thank you, Sherry, for letting me know, because I did not see that. Picnic size quilt. My thing with picnic quilts, and I would love for y'all to put some feedback in. What is your favorite size if you are going to make a picnic quilt? I will tell you, for me, it depends on who's sitting on it. I'm not lying. So, and here's another one. If I'm willing to share. Because if I'm going, and I'm going, let's say I'm going with my husband, I would make, I feel like 60 by 60 is too small. So I would go a little bigger because I want somewhere to put the stuff. So I would probably do like a twin. But see, here's the deal. I don't like sharing. So I would make one for my husband and I would make one for me, and 60 by 60 is plenty. Just because I don't like to share, my space is my space. That's terrible. But it's true. So what are anybody else have thoughts on that? Thank you, Miss Sherry. On exactly how big, what size family? Good question. See, that's where I'm at, right? How many people are going to sit on this quilt? See, now Anne's a long armor too, and she's a quilter, and I'm sure she's made quite a number of picnic quilts. See, I would just make one for me and my husband. And now if I were giving it to like a family, see, they got to have space. So I could do a twin size for like 2 and a baby or a kid. I might do a large twin for more. And then, man, after a while, you know what? You just make a whole bunch of 60 by 60s and then you just lay them all together and then you can have whatever size you need. Full size quilt. You think a full size, Sherry? See? Full size, large twin. There you go. That's where my head went to. That's a good double full size or double. Yeah. It's a big size quilt. But like I said, make a whole bunch of 60s and then you can lay them next to, or where they just barely overlap, and then you can have as many as you need. You can have one for you, or you can have, 5 for everybody. I mean, put them all together. They're usually square, but they don't have to be. You're right, but they don't have to be. There are no rules. I would do square. Yeah. I would. But I could see doing like a longer one too. So you can put, stuff down there and then but see, the width is what's important because that's going to determine how y'all sit. So a square is more beneficial. Yes, I agree. But you like the idea of 60 by 60 because they need washing more frequently and you can just make a few of them, right? That's what I'm saying. You make a whole bunch of 60 by 60s and then put them all together when you're sitting down. Heck, you could even have like buffet style, right? So you could have like the food on one and then, different quilts for, just like, you could do it around a little bonfire too. See, look, so much you could do if you made them smaller and then just made enough for everybody. That's where my head goes. And then washing, see that washing thing. Everybody's some people must have washed a large quilt and it wasn't no fun. That's what I'm hearing right now. But you're right. It would be easier to take care of if they were 60s. Yeah. Sharina says a family of 3. Oh yeah, then I would definitely and they're not a baby is it the baby? Is it baby family? Because if you were going to do one for the baby's family, that is different than doing it for 3 people that are bigger. But I would go with like for 3 people I probably would do 72. Oh, because the fabric could catch on fire. Listen, Sherry. Oh no, that would be Carrie. Carrie. I live on the dangerous side, don't I? Oh yeah, you're right. It could be dangerous. Well, yeah. So Carrie has warned me that putting a quilt next to a fire might be a bad idea, and she's not wrong. Well, we could have like a fake fire thing. I'm trying to have a good time outside here, okay? It wasn't working out. But, and you don't want to sit too close anyway because it gets too hot. You need to sit back. But you could do a little circle so that people could see across each other and you could sit different. Yes, Lori. Love that you stopped by. Thank you. Happy quilting to you, girl. Yeah, I think mom, dad, and baby, I think you need a 72 minimum. How y'all feel about that? You could do 72 square. We could wrap our hand around that. But some people might tell you that they would prefer to have like a 96 inch by 96 inch. But you like the idea of small quilts. I do too, because you can make one for each and they can just put them together. Boom. Quilt size or picnic size done. And if you're worried about it being square, you can make 4. That's a lot. That's a lot of quilt right there. I mean, that's 120 by 120.
You're awesome.
So, well, thank you. Who said that one? I can't see that far. I can't see. You're awesome too, though. I appreciate it. Oh, it was... Who is that? That's a new... Oh, it's Cece. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. So, at any rate, guys, that's what we got. Small quilt. That way, toddler doesn't walk through the food. Well, you can tell it's been a while since I've had a kid around. Just give everyone a chair by the fire. If they're cold, they can wrap it in their quilt. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah. That's another idea, Judy. But, well, I'm going to get going too. I've got to run to the store real quick and then come back and do some more work. Get some more stuff on the What's New tab for you guys, because we do have more coming in all the time. Oh, wait a minute. I got to do this with Luane because he's very creative. And if you wanted... add 2 handles to the quilt so it becomes a huggy for sitting around the fire. Boom. Mic drop. Perfect. Love it. You know, Shireen, I'm glad you asked that question because you have really inspired us. And look at the conversation that came out of it. Yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving all the ideas. Thank you, Leah. Glad to see you. You're awesome too, girly. All right, so I'm going to get going. I wish you all a happy hump day with happy quilting in it. And we will be back here this month. I haven't put it on the calendar yet. So the Halo on our website, haloinspired.com, there's a Halo Happenings. That's the YouTube video drops and the happy hour inside our private Facebook group, which anybody can join if you answer the 3 questions. However, that calendar is there. The local calendar is, what's it called? Quilt Shop Happenings, maybe? I don't know. Something to do with Quilt Shop. That's all local classes and things like that. Here on YouTube and Facebook, if you're here, because this is what we do together, Halo Happenings. So I will post on there. I'm going to go ahead and break it. I have decided they're going to be in 2 videos. I'm going to based on one, just our little sewing machine mat, and then I'm going to quilt with you guys. And I think I haven't had anybody make a suggestion on quilting. We want to make it simpler just in case we have a new beginner who hasn't done this. This is a back to the basics, so we're keeping it basic. So I think I have an idea on what I'm going to do. So we will have that as the second video, and we'll talk about that. I'll try to help with tips and techniques. I will tell you, I will use a walking foot. Most of us, that's not true. Let me rephrase that. Some of us, because it's not most, that's not an accurate statement. Some of us do not have free motion feet. Some of us are brand new. But a lot of machines do come with a walking foot, and you can do it without. It just might be a little troublesome. So we're going to use the walking foot, okay? So I got an idea. So come on board later for the second video for a quilting idea on how to get our sewing machine mats done. So that'll be posted on the Halo Happenings of our website. And then I will see you all then for the video. I mean, not live because it's a drop, right? But I will definitely be back each day that we do a video drop. I do come on for any live quilting and answers, or questions and answers as we may call it. And so we can chit chat some more and let's have a little more fun. So this month we're going to baste and quilt. Okay, guys? So look forward to hearing from y'all. And if you gave me permission, or if you would give me permission and you want me to share or would like me to share your projects, they do not have to be finished. Works in progress are always welcome. But you can email it, you can Facebook message it, you can Instagram message it, whatever it is, wherever it is that you like to communicate, you can do that. And I will definitely, and if you just want to share, but you don't want me to share it on a live Cherub Chit Chat, you can let me know in the email or whatever, and I won't share. I'm very, very good about that. So at any rate, feel free to do that for the first Wednesday of May. We will have our next Cherub Chit Chat, and I would super love to share your inspiration with others. It would be awesome. So look forward to hearing from you. But until next time, guys. Oh, thank you for stopping by. May you all continue to be inspired, productive, ever so joyful. Never stop believing, and never stop making your dreams in quilting come true. We love y'all. Happy quilting. Happy hump day. Whoop, whoop. We'll see you all soon.